hard as they play and come down to a play like that, so they made the call and that's what it is. So I got a great football team and I kind of credit these coaching staff and these players that play the game and the way they play it exemplifies the young men and how they, the character.
We'll start with questions here in the front.
Michael Wallace, Grind City Media. Coach, what was the explanation you were given when they reviewed the 2-point conversion?
No one said what was the explanation. They just said it was confirmed that it was incomplete. I've been in football a long time, and I know how instant replay is. But it's just different. But I was looking for his foot was out of bounds. I was looking for a juggle. Just tell me something, but it was one.
Yes, Coach. This is Anthony with the Atlanta Boys. Of course, just a tough loss, a few plays here and there, possibly changing the outcome. But of course, your seniors kind of, taking this loss a bit hard. What do you hope your seniors left for the youth and upcoming people coming to Alcorn State?
The biggest thing is these young men have been doing it the whole season long, even coming in the summer camp, and the leadership that they showed for the underclassmen and the way they lead the guys is by more an example in the things they do on the field and off the field. They've done a great job. We're gonna miss these guys, and that's what's so hard about underclassmen, and they know the times they have these seniors. This is it for them, so it's time to move on, and I hope that the young men, these senior guys, that we reached out to them in a way that it'll impact their lives in the future.
Coach, after that opening touchdown drive by NC&T, the defense seemed like they stepped up pretty well. Just talk about your defense and how you felt like they played overall.
They've been a bend on break all year. So they gave up that first one, and we had some missed assignments in that first drive. I mean, we didn't do the thing we should have done on that first drive when we gave that touchdown. So the DB kind of played the ball a whole lot better in that first drive. They had 2 passes on that drive that really cost that touchdown. So they understand it. They know the mistakes they made, but just credit North Carolina the way they played the game. So it was great.
Back there to the left.
Coach Mike Sands, WLBT. What have you said to your team so far in the locker room, or what will you tell them about this game, this season, this team?
I'm proud of them guys, man. I'm proud of the way they really compete this whole season. And I told them, in life there can be adversity that strikes. So, hopefully, the way they approach this game is the way they approach life. If it strikes, you got to bounce back from it. So, in the locker room at halftime, I just told them let's go out and finish the last 30 minutes of the ball game. And they came out and executed a whole lot better the second half. And with those young men in that locker room, man, they care about each other. It's a familyhood, and they would cherish this moment for the rest of their life because they know they left something behind that will carry those young men or underclassmen into the future.
Coach Josh Jackson, WAPT. You've got Deshaun, a newcomer of the year, as well as Noah coming back next season. Moving forward, how excited are you just to be able to get back and hopefully get an opportunity to win a Black National Championship?
The biggest thing is, when you look at a junior class coming back, Josh, it's always great to see what you got coming back. So just to know that you got those guys coming back and the chemistry that you got with this football team as a big junior class coming back, man, you have to be happy as a coach, knowing that you see the things out there on the field this year and what impact it will have on next year. So I'm excited. The coaching staff excited. Even the players excited, man. It's just a hard-fought game, and it's a tough loss for those seniors, man. And I understand their pain, what they're going through. So we just got to pick them up and make them understand that life's gonna continue on. So they got to get ready to face the real world, man. that's the thing that we have to pass on to the young men, is that life, it goes on, it continues. You left something behind.
Coach Charles Bishop, Dr. Cavil's inside the HBCU Sports Lab. Strategically speaking, what was the thought process in terms of kicking to Malik Wilson?
Well, actually, it was a great kick. You know, when things in the heat of battle, you know, I think players that seem they took themselves out of a game that they shouldn't have been taken out. They got to understand that they can't do that, and that was the case. We had a guy in there that didn't supposed to be in there, and we missed it as coaches. And that was the whole outcome. We knew they were going to take the ball back across the field on us. We knew that. That's why we kept kicking the way we did. We had a better chance that way. And we had a guy just out of line, didn't follow, stay in his lane. And the guy got around the edge on us, didn't hold contain.
Got two more here.
Coach Anthony with the Atlanta Voice again. Of course, you were talking about kicking, but one of the things that kind of was interesting with me was the fake field goal attempt by the Aggies. And my question to you was, do you feel that was a huge game? That was the game-changing play to help you guys come back? And if not, what do you feel was the most game-changing play?
No, I mean, it wasn't fake. He just bobbed the snap on that field goal, so they have to do something with it. So we got up and tried to make a play, you know. And the biggest change point you can have two. You know, the kickoff return for a touchdown and a two-point conversion. It's questionable, man. I can accept the kickoff return, but, you know, just not an explanation of why it wasn't a catch. I can't.
We got one more in.
Donald Ware with Box to Row, Coach. What kind of adjustments did you make in the second half that allowed you to be able to run the football more effectively?
The biggest thing is that we've been running the ball all year. And, you know, in some parts of the game, we get stopped. I mean, that credit to the defense. I mean, they got coaches too. And the biggest thing is we made the adjustment that we need to make. And I thought that we did a great job of making those adjustments. The offensive line did the thing they're supposed to do. I mean, we wore them down. And I think that was the biggest key. Just wearing those guys down on defense, and we was able to crease them down for 2 long runs and a touchdown run, and, you know, just made plays at that time. So our offense was doing what they supposed to do, no adjustment to halftime.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.